Hello everybody. So as I mentioned in a previous video, I am making little gift sets for a planner meetup, and they're going to be a little coordinating. I think each one will be a different pattern, color, I don't know. But this I made the other day. This is that notepad holder that I made. I did a demo of, and if you want to know how to put these together, I will leave a link below. So it was just plain when I finished, just with this paper. So I took these dies and I cut out a circle with the little dots on the inside, and hopefully you can see that. Let me see if you could see it on the small one. See those little dots all in there? These are called nesting dies, and so one die cuts the circle, and the next die will just cut those little dots. You lay one within the other and run it through the die cutting machine. And if anybody wants to see how these work with these die cutting, I'll probably do it on my die cutting series, but just let me know and I'll try to get that done for you. And so I did a yellow piece, and I did the dark denim, which is the back of another of these papers from this Mystic Romance collection. And then I put a little Riverstone gray bow. I stamped this with Life is Better with Friends, and this is from the Creature Comforts stamp set, which is adorable, but I love the little sayings. Best friends make good times better and hard times easier. Just some really cute sayings on here. And then I just took a little bit of bling and added it right there. Really cute. And if I can ever get into my blog, I'll do a blog post with a lot more detail, but that's what I did, and we're going to make this to match. Then tomorrow we are going to make this sticky note holder, and we're going to make it to match also. This one's in a different color and everything, but you see how it has an easel back to it, and it stands up. So this would be a cute little desk set. But I don't like the way the sticky note just barely shows up here. So I'm going to change the dimensions a little bit, which is why I'm not doing this one today. I want to work on it tomorrow. And I'm going to cut it down just a little bit farther so that I can see that the sticky note sticking up. And on this one, I put a die cut butterfly. I'm not sure what I'll do on this, but I'll do something cute that kind of coordinates. Okay, so let me show you how we're going to put this little notebook together. First of all, I want a ribbon closure so that you can tie it closed. Okay, so I'm going to kind of just eyeball how much ribbon I think I might want. And I probably will do a little bit more than I think I need for the bow, because I don't want to have it too short after I've already done all the gluing and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so do that. And then in order to hold this in place, this length just in the, like this, when I do all this other stuff, I'm going to put just a little bit of, well, it's missing. It's missing in action. I'm going to put just a little bit of score tape there. If I can find the end. Yes, there we go. I'm going to tear off just a tiny bit, stick it there, so that I can make sure that my ribbon kind of holds in place as I'm doing all of this. I don't need it to stay down really firmly or anything. I just want it to stay a little bit in place while I work on the rest of it. Okay, now you'll see the scientific method I do to this. Now I could take and just measure this and everything and figure out the size and cut the paper on the paper trimmer. But I'm going to show you how you could do this if you didn't have any of that stuff. You didn't have a paper trimmer. You don't even have to put this bow if you don't want to. I just like the way it looks. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just kind of line this up. Right there, I'm not going to cover that black edge because I like the way it looks with all of this. So I'm going to see, got plenty of room, and then I think I'm going to have plenty for the other side too, so that would be cute. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is lay my score tape down on this rectangular area, not the black. Okay. And that's a little close to the edge there, but oops. And you do not want to layer these on top of each other because you've got to get these backings off. And I want to make sure that ribbon is straight across when it goes and kind of firm, kind of held down firmly. Okay. Yeah. Piece right here. Try to get that as close to that black edge as you can. But if you don't have tape like this, you can just use glue. Just use the glue that you have. This, I think, holds it better and does a better job. So I'm going to nail another little piece right here so that stays on. Okay, I don't have fingernails at the moment, so I'm going to burnish this down, just rubbing it down, and then I'm going to use my little tool to get the edge up since I don't have a fingernail long enough to do it. And that's a long story with my fingernails. Let's not go there. And so let me get these up. I'll show you how the front's going to go on and how easy and lazy I'm doing this. So that I don't have to measure and pull out my trimmer and anything like that for this job. I will definitely have to for that sticky note holder tomorrow. Be pulling out my trimmer and doing some measuring and scoring and all sorts of stuff. Okay, so let's do that like that. And let me see, where's it good? I think that's good. Okay. And just try to get it as even as you can, like that. And now what we're going to do, flip this ribbon away from us when we're doing this. Don't cut the ribbon. I am going to take my scissors, which is why I have the big ones and not my little tiny ones, because it goes faster. And I'm going to just trim around it. Okay, get that ribbon out of the way. Carefully trim around that ribbon so you don't cut it. Okay, come around this corner. Again, I just kind of eyeballed rounding the corners. I don't think it has to be exactly precise. These corners are rounded. Okay, so there's the front. We're going to put the back on in the exact same way. And again, we're going to want to make sure this ribbon gets pulled down tight as we do it. So let's put all our adhesive and then we'll stick that ribbon down on top before I put the paper down. It might be the easiest way to do it. Sometimes when I'm making something, I realize I'm making it harder than it needs to be. And and I'm learning as I'm on camera that, oh, I could have done that differently and it would have been much faster and easier. And it's been a few years since I've covered one of these, but I just thought it would be cute to make a matching set. And then one of the other pieces I'm going to do is a little bag that these will all go inside of. So, you know, when I was at the planner meetup, I noticed we all had very different styles of planning. So it's not like I want to give them some kind of planning supplies because they don't plan the way I do. Everybody has their own little style, I think. Okay, let's get these burnished down. And this little thing is cute to carry in your purse too. It holds up pretty well even with the bow on there. I think my mother still carries one I made her in her purse. And I had a whole bunch left over from a craft fair that I went to that didn't sell. And actually there was hardly anybody at that craft fair, not much did sell. And my mother the other day was like, oh, I'll just take these home. So I think she might have all of them, most of them. But they're very old paper. It's not paper that I would probably use anymore. Okay, get that last piece up. There we go. All right, so this is up. Okay, so I'm going to put this ribbon, and I guess it doesn't really matter which way is up at this point. I'm going to lay that ribbon down so that they're kind of, you see how they're coming out evenly on each side. Okay, so now I'm going to take this piece and line it up right there so that it sticks down. Okay, again, I'm going to open up the back here. I feel silly doing directions for this because it's so easy, but it might be something that people didn't think about doing. Hold that ribbon out of the way so I don't cut it. Okay. Now this is the front, and just make sure you know before you put anything on the front to decorate how the lines go. how the lines go here. So you see that's the top of it, that's the bottom. Okay, so let's take, I cut out another circle, oval. I did it just like this. Cut out this oval and then a smaller one. And I used this planner stamp set by Marion Smith. And it just says planner stamps. That's all it's called. And I don't know if you can still find it or not, but I took this little where it says notes and I just stamped notes on there because I thought that was cute. So let's glue these two together. Put a few dots there. Put that here. And then we have a few minutes or a few seconds there to just kind of get that lined up exactly how we want it. Then I'm going to put a little more adhesive, this one on the back. And I don't want to go all the way to the edge because of those dots. The adhesive will just come through. And we're just going to put this kind of at the top, centered, just like that. And if you wanted, you could put a few pieces of bling or something on there too, but I just don't think it's necessary for something that's probably going to go in their purse. So let's tie the little bow here. Which is kind of awkward on the side of a notepad here, but get it done. And this, I love this ribbon because it's that clear organza ribbon. And so it's fun to use on something like this. It's going to go across that black piece. Okay, well, I'm having a little trouble here getting that to go through because I'm having trouble seeing which piece of the ribbon is which. There, got it. There you go, ribbon, come on. There you go. And then just kind of, pull it, play with it till you like the way the ribbon looks, the way the bow looks. There we go. So I have these two pieces as part of my desk set that I'm making. And like I said, tomorrow we'll make one to match for a notepad holder. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching, and happy crafting.